G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to this episode of Campfire Cooking. After announcing the new project vehicle, the Land Cruiser 80 Series model, I just couldn't wait to test out my new camping setup with this vehicle. And what better time than in the middle of winter in Rawsonville, just an hour's drive from Cape Town here in South Africa. And apart from the snowy covered mountain tops and chilly weather at night, the weather was pretty perfect for camping, so we decided to go. Apart from all the shenanigans that happened this past year, I just had to go get out braaiing and make another cooking episode. I designed and built myself a little flat pack braai that folds up neatly inside the vehicle. Now there are similar products on the market, but none tough enough to handle the excessive heat of the hardwood coals. So you know the saying, if you want it done right, do it yourself. This is the first prototype braai, and when I'm done tweaking with it, it'll be available in the Zombie store. So let me know in the comment section if you'll be interested in one of these and what changes I could make as well. These will be able to fit the ammo crate, so just transport's much easier. Right, let's get to it.
Okay, welcome to this episode of Campfire Cooking episode 2. I'm here with my girlfriend Lizanne, and for today's episode we're gonna make homemade or camp-made burgers from scratch, bunless, and Lizanne's gonna cook up a famous patty recipe here. And I'm gonna pour us some wine because we're in the middle of winter, camping just outside of Rawsonville. There's snow on the mountains right at the back of us. We've got the river flowing, the fire going, we've got the Tuiskloof wine, and we're camping on the farm of the Tuiskloof. So how special is that?
Very cool.
I'm loving this episode already. I haven't even started yet cooking yet. Anyway, so cheers to the first one.
Cheers.
Short. Show us exactly what goes into making these special patties.
The patties, as many people would know, I'm not someone who follows a recipe to the T, but what I like to do is to take ingredients from lots of different recipes and then make up my own recipe. So what we have in our patties today is a mixture of beef and ostrich mince, and the ostrich also helps with just breaking down the higher fats of the beef mince. Okay. So then the onion, we've got eggs and breadcrumbs, which helps the patty to stick together. Some salt and pepper and Vista sauce. So easy, simple, nothing too fancy about it. Okay, cool. So we need to chop the onions. Am I doing that or are you doing that?
I'll chop the onions. I
Okay.
like chopping onions.
So Henry's going to chop the onions for us. In terms of the consistency of the onion, we just want nice fine pieces that'll mix well with the mince in order to bring out the flavor for us.
Can I chuck
Add
that
the
in
onions, into the mince. Cool. So like I said earlier, I'm not one for following a recipe to the T. So in terms of how much we're adding, it's really up to you, up to your own taste. So Henry's cracked an egg for us. Let's do the second one and the third one. So in the past, I added a lot more breadcrumbs and I think only about 2 eggs, but I found that the breadcrumbs didn't usually quite like the consistency of the patty, so I've gone to adding a little less and rather an extra egg to help the patty to bind. Just Worcestershire. Worcestershire. There we go. Again, like I said, all of these are really just to taste. You can decide what you feel works. I think that should be good for now. Thank you.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, again, to taste. Sure, I'm loving this teamwork. You need to help me make food more often.
I do make food, I just don't clean up well.
And you mess like I'm messing at the moment.
Well, it's called camping burgers, not homemade burgers, so we can mess for a change.
It's about 770 grams, so just under 800 grams. I'm expecting to get about 5 out of today's. And again, ratios to your taste to see what works for you. So obviously it's important to get the patty to bind, because otherwise it's going to fall apart once you put it on the fire. And that's one of Henry's pet peeves, is if he puts a patty on the fire and it gets stuck to the grill and then falls apart, and then he's really unhappy. So
it needs to have structure, and the problem with usually braai grids is the grid doesn't support the patty enough, so either it sticks to the grid or it kind of falls through. So that's one of the reasons why we started making our own patties, and because we weren't really satisfied with the ones that shops offered. So we came up with this, and also today I've got the prototype zombie off-road quick braai, as you've seen in the slow-mo shots, and we're going to put that on our steak plate to cook the patties on there, and also our mushrooms, which are going to substitute the buns for the burger.
another thing that I like to add to the recipe with the breadcrumbs is it's a peri-peri Portuguese breadcrumb, so it's already got a little bit of extra spice and taste to it, so that really brings out even more flavor within the patty, so something for you to consider using.
Beautiful. I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna garnish it with some tomatoes for me.
Can't forget the onion marmalade.
Right. Or you could chop up onions, braai them in a frying pan, I guess, or you could just cheat and get marmalade, which is almost the same, not exactly. I still like it. Very convenient. This was rather quick setup, and as usual, relatively easy and quick recipes that I try out. Nothing fancy. Rockets on, yeah.
Got some brie cheese.
And the only problem about bunless burgers are they're not very structural.
Slices of avo on, and then I think we're pretty much ready to enjoy our burgers.
Okay, that is our bunless burgers. And the only way to eat this is with a knife and fork, unfortunately. But it's gonna taste awesome. Oh, this is messy, but it looks great. The problem about these burgers, you don't want to go back to store-bought patties. It spoils you. It's really good, actually. Very moist as well, eh?
Quite a nice batch, I think, that's come out. Spiciness of the peri-peri breadcrumbs also coming through.
Right there.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much for watching. This is our homemade burger, or camp-made burgers, bunless, and cheers. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. George.
Cheers.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and hit that bell icon for future uploads. Cheers, check you guys next time.